Hi, this is Emily Perkins, and you are watching Death Curse Society.
Rock and roll! 6 o'clock already, it was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, cause that's my fun day. Why I don't have to Monday. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Woo! Greetings, salutations, and all that jazz. It's Monday night. You know what that means. Another edition of Monday Maniacs. That's right. Jenny Penn is all cleaned up and ready to go. And
Oh boy, at least she's clean this time.
she's clean this time. You know what I'm saying? It's all the difference. It's all the difference when it comes to Jenny Penn, as you'll see at the end of the things. Yeah. But how's everybody doing out there? We are back to give you another rip-roaring review of a horror film just released. And
Until
I don't know.
Dawn.
Yeah, Until Dawn. I don't know if anything is going to really beat Sinners by everyone's opinion yet at this point, but we
I
got to
think Hell House could.
What's that?
I'm thinking Hell House could, but that's the only one that I'm thinking that'll stand a chance at this point for the rest of the year. Who knows?
Strong word coming out on that. Strong words of like, holy shit, this is the one. And it's not a found footage film, so
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
we'll
But
see.
I guess seeing that Forest Road movie, that's enough to set us up for it, isn't it?
Yeah, it cleansed my palate, I guess you could say. It was an appetizer.
Wants to see something. I mean, hey, the guy can make a good film. He makes creepy
Hell
shit. And with our favorite clown, well, one of our favorite clowns coming back, I should say. Not everybody shares the opinion of our favorite clown rankings. But it's fine. Yes, we're going to get into Until Dawn, the video game adaptation from PlayStation.
Or the movie adaptation of the video
Yes.
game from PlayStation.
And I can say for myself, I've never played the game. So for me, that big time matters for what I'm going to say about this tonight. So I don't know. Have you ever played the game, FaZe?
I did when it was free on PlayStation. Like, I want to say it was 8 years ago, and I don't remember if I finished it. I don't remember anything. I didn't remember anything going in, but we'll be discussing that.
We'll
in a
get to
bit
that
here.
part of it too. I did, I looked into it. I might have even downloaded the damn thing too back when it was, if it came up free or a remake or a
You must
remaster.
have. I mean, it was like 5 months after Friday came out.
Never played it.
Mm.
Never played it. So no idea. And
We were
didn't
playing Friday.
give a crap because we were playing something that was fun. That was guaranteed fun. But yeah, that's tonight's big story on Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society, Until Dawn. But before that, we got some business to attend to. Before we can get to that, we've got to thank the rank and file of the DCS. Yes, the final girls and guys, Christy, C-Phase, Lorena, BD, Alex, Robert, and Tyrone. Bell's Fancy Creations. These are our Crazy Ralphs people. Dr. Smiley. We don't know if the doctor is
He is
in
in.
yet, but
He
we'll
is in.
check.
The
He's
doctor
in.
is in.
The doctor is in. And welcome, dude. I saw that some of our accomplices over there at Morgan Crypt, Android Vision, are going to be doing a live stream on May the 3rd, I think, an interactive thing, something we could finally get involved with them. Because fuck, every time they do something, we're always busy or it's well past, the late night for us. You know what I mean? Right. So this one should be good, and I'm looking forward to it. I just wanted to mention that because Dr. Smiley was promoting the shit out of it. He's going to be there live and in person. So I look forward to that. Let me continue here. Speaking of Morgue and Crypt Horror. Raymond, the whole damn enchilada podcast, Thursdays at 7 p.m. No idea what they're going to talk about. I've been so busy at work, I haven't been able to. I've missed the last two, dude. And it's like, damn. It's like I'll realize at about 9:30 or 10 on Thursday night, like, fuck, I missed the show again, man. So I got to tune in the next day and cap it up. But I don't know what they're doing next week because I have not watched this week's show yet. But thanks, guys. And finally, the camp counselors. Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, Lou, Jimmy, and Rachel, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, Orlando.
Yep. Another year ticks by, and Orlando still kicking ass and taking names. Everybody ready?
Chuck,
Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. I told you I'm tired, dude.
It's all good, man.
Tell them where to go if they want to sign up.
Guys, if you want to sign up, become a member, you got to go to deathcursesociety.com and go to the membership tab. You can also go to that link I just posted in the comments there. Show us some love. Pay for our coffees. Pay for my trips to the Cat Cafe. You know how it goes. I don't actually get that money, but you know how it goes.
Or if you don't, Faye says you can
smell my ass.
Damn, Faze.
Maybe his, not mine.
Whoa. Dude.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
We love all of you.
We love you. Anything helps, and it's always appreciated. And thank you from the bottom of all four of us. I mean, you guys are the fucking best. And I'm saying it. It's only 11 minutes past, and I'm saying the F word because that's how much I fucking love you guys. Thank you. And speaking of smelling asses, see Faze. Thanks, brother. Doing all the hard work, the dirty work, as it were, and keeping everybody in line in the chat room. Look, dude, if Chuck Norris was a bouncer, I'm just saying, okay? Just don't. You don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want any kind of part of this, but so far so good every week. We haven't had to see the rage of Faze, but maybe someday. We'll see. But, dude, thanks for all the hard work, and it's you and I again, tearing this movie apart.
Well, first, I just want to show one thing.
Yeah.
We've got oh, my God. We've got a sale going on. Mother's Day. 20% off anything in our online store, and that means anything.
Anything. Wait, anything. Wait a minute. What? Do we have... That's 20%. Should it be more like 15, maybe 10? I mean,
I don't know, but that's what it is.
We love you. Of course, we're giving back, man, because you guys are so fucking cool. I mean, yes, anything in the store. We could have limited it to shirts or just weird things that we haven't sold that's sitting on the shelf. Pillows, blankets, shirts, cups. We've got it. Hoodies, hats. What is that? Oh, phone case.
A phone case. We have phone for many different types of phones, not just whatever that is pictured there.
Yes.
And, of course, buttons and tank tops.
The buttons. I finally ran out all that big giant bag we got like 6 years ago. It's gone.
I ran out of buttons too.
They're all out there. I don't know where or who has them, but they're out.
Sprawled out into the world.
So what's up, dude? How was your week? What did you do besides go to the movies like every day?
I went to, that's pretty much what I did. I went to the movies 3 days in a row. I went and saw the Cheech and Chong documentary, the Cheech and Chong's last movie. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I can't wait.
As a fan of theirs, it's just so into the whole thing. It's a great...
Retrospective on their career and everything.
Yeah, well, not just their career, but like their early life, how they got into the comedy, their first time smoking weed,
Lou
how they met
Adler
each
stealing all
other.
their money. Yep. Oh,
It's just-
it's funny. They're still friends to this day. They still give them a piece of all the stuff they do.
Right. It's
Just never know, man.
I go into all of it, and it's great. It's great seeing those two on film again. Then the next day we went and saw Until Dawn. And then the day after that, we went and saw Sinners again, but this time on the big screen on the loudspeakers.
So, improve the viewing.
Big time.
Did you notice things?
Oh yeah, I noticed a lot of
first time.
things this time around. It's much closer to a 10 out of 10.
That's cool, man.
With the,
I thought about it too
God.
and everything, and I'm probably a little bit harsh on it last week, but I mean, dude, if you just listen to what I'm saying, I think I make a pretty valid point there. It's fine. The ending fits. It does fit, and it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted it to be as special as the first part was. That's all.
Sure.
Okay, that's it. I think Sinners is great, and God damn it, it's probably going to be at the top, near the top of my list. So, and that's it. I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that.
Say hello to some folks in here.
If we could, please.
Oh,
See, I'm
yes.
getting a tan too.
We got Rick from the whole damn enchilada. Larina, good old Mama Faze, Grandma Faze is also in here. We got
Hello,
Joshua,
hello.
and yes, the doctor is in.
Rick also, he was at Erie, Pennsylvania doing their
Oh,
convention.
wow.
I think. Was it Erie? Maybe it was Ohio. Oh, I'm fucking it up now.
That's a ways away from him, though.
They had like panel room and stuff, but dude, it was like they were sitting like right like almost like a campfire. I mean, it was not like a real one, but that's how the proximity was. No mics or anything, and so he had this, like Leslie Hoffman doing interviews like direct like that. I was like, yeah, it's like well
That's
done,
awesome.
well done. I'm sure he'll jump in the chat and fill in the gaps that I'm
Yes.
creating here, but I just think that's cool that those guys are.
We got Tarek in the house.
No shit going over there. What up, Tarek?
Got Paula. This Grizzly must be nearby. I haven't seen him yet, though. We got Dave Smithson.
Yes, he's sitting in an airport in San Francisco, I think I read. Yeah.
I saw that earlier. This is on my way home from my grandpa's house from the Lost Boys.
This very minute. See that? The Lost Boys. Wow, man. Very cool. Van Nuys.
yeah.
What is that? That's Santa Clara, right? In the film.
Let's see. I think that's about it for the comment. Not a lot of people commenting, but they're commenting a lot. We only got 11 people in right now. I don't know. Maybe this movie's not drawn.
I mean, I think it's probably the generation before mine or after mine, I should say. Fuck, got that all wrong. Before we get started, real quick, record store day was 2 weeks ago on Saturday, and my son has been collecting. He's a hip hop guy, so he's getting into some Tyler the Creator and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's his guy, But every time I take him there, I always see something that I don't have or whatever. And I found one, and I looked at the price, and I went, "Damn, this is like $20 more than," because you could have got this thing at Walmart when it was out. And but I don't have it. This particular version of Dawn of the Dead soundtrack from Goblin. This is like the Italian cut. The art, you know what I mean? So
Do the full screen on that.
yeah,
Let me get rid of that.
the artwork is pretty tight.
Damn,
Yeah. I mean, it has, all the gangs there.
dude.
But again, you could have got this thing for like $25, and I paid a little bit more. But here's the thing.
Oh my God, you sure did.
Here's the thing. I'm all about the independent store is going away, bro. And
Okay, yeah,
so
it is.
No, not everything is like that either. A lot of stuff in there is some pretty good. He had some pretty cool record day stuff, like in the horror section. I was surprised. I found there's a Goblin movie they scored I'd never heard of, so I want to do some research on it. But it's like a little box set. But I'm gonna probably go snag one because he had two. But I want to do research on the film first, because it could be a total POS. Who knows? But that's for another night. Now, the graphic, please. Until Dawn. The video game adaptation. I don't know even how big of a. This didn't never hit Resident Evil status. It never even hit Silent Hill status. So,
it was reasonably popular back in 2015, but that's when it came out. But I don't know. It never hit my radar.
I wasn't gaming yet when this came out. I
didn't have the current console when this came out. So I was graduating. I was dealing with college. I wasn't really gaming at all.
I had a Xbox 360 at this time. So I was still playing Rock Band and shit and Guitar Hero. That was and actually Minecraft of all things. Because those fucking kids were playing it. I'd watch that and go, it's kind of cool, man. You can make traps and shit. Anyways, I never played Until Dawn ever in my life. Not once. Nothing. I know nothing. I've never seen gameplay. I have to assume it's a quite bloody presentation compared to this movie. Or at least the movie took liberties. Either way.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I did hear, I was looking at somebody's comparison. They said the gore, and it's way more scripted out and graphic in the game, and which I get it. You can get away with that because it's pixels and shit. So, but some good stuff about this anticipation phase. Let's start with you, sir.
Yeah, anticipate. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't remember the game. But I remember it being all right. I remember a lot of people really liking it. So I'm like, all right, this will probably be okay. And that's really about it. I was expecting a so-so film out of this.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not bad.
I have to admit, the first initial feeling I got was, you know what I mean? When you see, we got to see it. And I'm looking at what it is.
Sinners, so it's never going to be,
Well, and they've made movies for Silent Hill and Resident Evil that are so at best.
Silent Hill was bad. Resident Evil was okay.
Some of the Resident Evils are okay. Some, like the first.
I've only seen one of them.
Okay. Well, dude, there's 8 of them or something like that. So.
Oh my god,
there's a lot.
The video games are good, but the movies isn't. I don't know.
I mean, I dig it that the director married Jovich and put her in those movies in that role like that. But again, they diverted away from, they kind of made it their own. They had tributes to the game, but man, in the realm of it was kind of their own thing. They made it their own. So this, I don't really fucking know. I have no idea. I had no idea.
I've heard things though. We can go into that later.
Yeah, but I hadn't. No, I mean, I don't know anybody that's played this game. None of my friends. So it was absolute no connection to the video game world for me at all. So my anticipation was that, like, this is probably going to stink. That's what I thought. So, walking out.
I was reading the comments. Sorry, I'll switch it to the initial thoughts. We do have a comment.
Yeah.
Joshua asks, have you ever played Fatal Frame? No. How about you?
I've seen that box, but I've never played it.
Right. I'm familiar with it, but
yeah.
Never played it.
I've seen the box.
Tarek says the Silent Hill movie was fun. Resident Evil movies were pretty much, he agrees with what you're saying, just their own thing, loosely based on the video game.
Which was okay. But I mean, when those started to come out, man, and for a long time with Resident Evil, I'm getting off track here, but it's my show. So you know what? That's what we're doing. George Romero was connected to do the Resident Evil. And that, to us, gore hounds, we were like, fuck yes, because we liked Resident Evil. We thought that was groundbreaking at the time when that first one came out.
Oh, that was amazing.
With its 5-second delays and loading screens and shit, it was great. But and then it got taken away from him, and they went an obviously different direction.
Oh god, that could have been so good though, man. Oh well.
Digressing. I walked out of this kind of going, wow, I mean, for not knowing shit about nothing about it, what a fun movie. It was fun. as a gore hound, I'm satisfied because it has some outrageous fucking gore in it. And then it totally doesn't show you anything sometimes, you know? But it's just the right amount of humor. Almost unintentional. What's it kind of like? I mean, just think of those dark horror comedies. I mean, this would fit. This is the way to do it, I think. This is the best example of that kind of humor, I think, because it's so subtle. And I know people in my audience also kind of were getting some of these loose connections to the game because before certain things happened, they were like, oh no. It would kind of tip me off like something's going to happen. Okay, I know something's coming here now, you know? And, but I was extremely entertained by some of the ways these people are dispatched. I mean, it's just, you could give a fuck about any of them. You could care less. This isn't about character development, unlike Sinners. This isn't about story development, unlike Sinners. This is just go watch, eat your popcorn, and just kind of being entertained by. It does feel video gamey, I think, at times. It did,
totally.
It's like choose your own adventure in a haunted house. I think that's what I kept thinking, you know, when I was watching it.
That's what the game was. It was a choose your own adventure.
Is that right? Okay, yeah, like Clock Tower kind of shit. Okay, I get you. I get you. But yeah, man, I didn't hate it at all. I was like, wow. I was actually a little bit impressed that I wasn't completely walking out going, Jesus Christ, that's 2 hours I'll never get back, you know? So yeah. Anybody else with initial thoughts out there before we jump into the plot of Until Dawn?
I mean, my initial thoughts were just, my mom thought the ending was totally pointless, and I'm not going to disagree with her on that. We'll get into that when we get into that, but the whole movie in of itself isn't necessarily pointless. It was all right. Like you said, it was fun. It had some good gore. I'm not pissed that I saw it, but the ending is kind of pointless, and we'll get into that. It does leave you thinking like, huh.
Well, you're heavy. Now that part, it's kind of like drop to me, the end a bit, but we'll get to that. This is the beginning. And yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be some spoilers and stuff, but
I'm sure
we'll just give it to you now, and that's that, man.
Get right into her. Act 1.
Act 1, baby. And you know, it kind of opens on, you see a woman begging for her life. She's crawling through like a kind of a loosely filled in dirty hole. She's from underground. She's crawling out, and it looks like it's under a garage or something. And some weirdo in a mask comes down. He's got a big sickle and stuff. She's begging for her life, and he kills her. And that's what cold start you could possibly get.
She's begging to not die again. Like, please, I can't die again. I can't die again. So you're kind of wondering about that. Like, all right, so she's died before. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't want to do this again, you know, but you know, begging these particular NPCs, they just, you know, yeah, she just gets killed again. You know, he swings down and then it does the fade to black. I think a blood splat hits some doll head.
You know.
Yeah. So then we meet Clover. We meet Clover's ex-boyfriend Max, her friends Nina and Megan, and Nina's boyfriend Abe. And they're kind of, it's weird. It's kind of like almost a retracing the whereabouts of Clover's missing sister Melanie, the one that we see at the beginning begging. But it's also almost like it's been a year. So
right.
Is it an anniversary? It's a closure trip, as it were, right?
What it was meant to like be, you know, like healing, you know, self-healing. Just get it off of you. Exactly. Get it off your chest.
And it's funny because some of them are like, what the fuck? I mean, the one guy, Abe, the boyfriend, he's kind of a psych major. So he's always analyzing the fuck wrongly, totally wrong.
Right. Oh, I have a psych major. He's one of those guys.
Obviously, they hear this shit all the time, all of them, because they're always like, okay, well, yeah, Abe, psych major, Abe. Tell us what we're thinking, Abe. It's like stuff like that. So it's good like that because he's, unlikable right away. And so they kind of hit a gas station where Melanie sent the last video call to her sister, Clover. We also learned that Clover and Melanie's mother had just passed, like recently, and that Melanie had to leave. And Clover was kind of staying there to tie up loose ends, but she wanted to go, but she wasn't ready yet. She just wasn't ready to leave that yet. She still wanted to stay and get her closure. So everybody deals in different ways. So they're at this gas station, and Clover goes inside there, and she meets the attendant, Hill. Played by, what is that, Peter Stormare? How do you say that?
Say what?
The guy, the attendant.
God, I don't know.
He's the biggest star of this fucking movie.
Let me take a look here.
Yeah, he's the guy from Fargo. He's been in The Big Lebowski. I mean, he's that weird guy with Steve Buscemi when they got to split the car and he ends up axing and grinding up Steve Buscemi in Fargo. It's that guy. He's fascinating. And he's good in this too, I thought.
I wasn't impressed by any of the actors, honestly. Nobody stood out.
No, I'm just saying he's the biggest star of all of these people. None of these other ones have really done anything really. But for what he had to do, I thought the beginning of the setups were good.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, when we get to it, we'll talk about that a bit. So he says, she shows a picture and says, "Have you seen this girl?" And he's all like, "Huh." Kind of says something cryptic like, "What is she missing? Missing, huh?" And he's like, "How'd you know that? I didn't say that." And he's like, "Well, we get a lot of people coming through here showing up missing. There's a mining town up the road called Glory Valley. And if you go there, bad things happen. It's very Silent Hill setup. But they realize, well, shit, she runs out. She's like, "I think I know where Melanie is. We got to go here." And they got this thing on a map. But next thing you know, they're in their car. It's downpour storm. It's the nastiest storm. They're on a little dirt ass road in the middle of trees all over. It looks like a fire hose is on their windshield. And Abe's driving. He's going, "This is fucked up. I can't turn around." And they're like, "Just keep going, keep going." Clover's yelling, "Just get there. We got to get there. We got to see." Everyone else wants to go back. And this lickety split, all of a sudden, it looks like they're going to crash or hit something. And then it's perfectly calm, sunny, no rain. I mean, but you could see this wall of fucking rain behind them as they're driving through. It's wild looking. I thought, what'd you think of that, FaZe?
It was a neat effect. It was well done.
Because I've seen like where the rain has come and just kind of stopped and then gone back around here. But I mean, I've never seen it. It
happens, but it lasts a lot. But they're standing there for a while.
And she kind of walks into it. Clover does.
That's a little bit later, but yeah.
I mean, they get out and they're looking. There's a house. I mean, that's sitting here. It's like a welcome center. I'm assuming all of this is in the game. I don't know if the rain is like, because in this movie, it was a barrier. It kind of kept you in the playing field.
From what I've heard, this movie is like nothing like the video game. So I'm just going to assume that
they just made
probably not. I don't know.
Cool. Easy enough. I mean, I was just picturing, if I was playing it going, "Oh, welcome center." Yes.
It is easy to picture this as a video game.
Right. Yeah. This is where you spawn in and you go from here. So the visitor center, and then they walk around, they get in the house, and they're looking around and everything. Abe finds a bunch of posters of missing persons, including Melanie's. This is when Clover, through the rain, she sees a figure just out in a shadow, just out in through the rain, through the buckets of rain coming down, and kind of hears like, Clover, like her sister's voice. I didn't really hear it, but I mean, she's like, oh my God, that's Melanie. And Max, her ex-boyfriend's watching her like step into the rain, and she kind of vanishes, and he goes to the edge of the rain. And like while they're in there, I didn't jump too far ahead, did I? Man, because
there's a little bit in the house, them looking around in the house.
Yeah, they're searching around.
You're getting the key points.
I'm trying not to ruin everything, right?
No.
Okay. So yeah, they look down, like two of them are downstairs looking around, and they notice that, hey, there's windows, but the windows are covered in dirt. They're like, there's no way out.
That's a filthy house.
Yeah, it's horrible. But
one of the girls that runs her hands across the mirror. It's so gross. It's this grimy ass mirror.
Smears it off. They're in the kitchen and stuff. Well,
with her bare fucking hand, like, ugh.
Max kind of goes after Clover into the rain, and just as Clover is getting up to the figure and is about to put her hand on the shoulder, Max grabs her and pulls her out of the rain. And he's like, where have you been? Like, it's getting dark. We got to get in the house. And she's like, I saw my sister. We got to go back. And then Abe comes out and says, hey, man, I think we're fucked. He goes, I found these.
Yeah, the guy who saw the missing posters.
Yeah, the wanted missing posters. They all go in and look at them. They're all up there now on the board. So that's
and
pretty
there's
fun.
No like names or age or anything. It just says missing and a picture. So that's pretty creepy, There's tons of them.
It was disturbing, and they're stacked upon stacked upon stacked.
Mm-hmm. Like he's tearing some off. There's more behind him. It's like, shit, there's a lot of missing people here.
Whatever this is has been going on for a while. So as they're exploring, they all go downstairs and start exploring. I think Abe was still separated, I believe, because he comes down and he's
mentioning the welcome book with all the signatures.
Yeah, like what's her face? Megan signs, or no, Nina signs the book.
Yeah, Nina signs the book.
But she notices there are signatures, pages of signatures, and it's the same signature 13 days in a row, including Melanie's signature.
And the signatures get a little more squiggly as they go for each 13. Like they get a little more funky.
Everybody is unraveling as it gets towards the end, and then the 13th day they stop and it's done. Well, yes. So they're down in the basement now, and Abe is kind of saying, listen, he goes, we need to, they found Melanie's, like two of them go back up to the book, and Abe's telling what he saw. All of a sudden he gets hit with a pickaxe, like right through the chest. And he goes down. This killer's right there. I mean, he makes quick work of the whole group, all of them. He takes them out in 1 minute. Like he gets
They're all dead.
Yep, all kills them all in different ways. One guy gets, a couple of Fulci tributes in this movie I caught too, man, which I appreciated.
Good point. Nice.
Eye trauma, a lot of eye trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I'm already delighted because now I see, okay, they're not holding back on the viciousness of the kills. They're showing it. This is great.
Right.
So yeah, everybody's dead. And as Clover dies, the credits roll, end of the movie. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
They all awaken, and they're like right at the point where they kind of discovered, like, Nina's at the book. Abe is back at the wanted posters. The
girl smearing the mirror again.
Yes. The
two are out in the rain.
Smearing the mirror. And Megan is kind of an empath, medium, if you will.
Yeah.
And she immediately gets sick to her stomach upon getting into the house, so
right.
So they realized
something felt wrong immediately.
Yeah, something was wrong immediately, and they don't really believe her, but she's right this time. So they're like, all right, shit, that was weird. We all died, and they kind of have little battle wounds from the kills upon their bodies.
A little bit, yeah. I'm just gonna say real quick. This is one of those things that apparently never happened in the video game. Like if somebody died, that was it. There was no like reset, no hourglass. So that's one of the big things that was different in this movie.
Okay, so we have. I'll just give it to you now. We have that kind of a butterfly effect thing going on. So every night at midnight or at 6 a.m. in the morning, whatever it is, the hourglass turns back over, and if you did not survive, you must do it again.
Yep, it starts over, and then you got to start over. But you got this trauma, and you notice that girl signing that book again. It's the second line, so you're kind of starting to put connect these dots of what's happening.
So yes,
and I think we're comfortably into Act 2 by now.
Yeah, because we're right. We're seeing. Let me go back to this. Yeah. So yeah, they go to the book, the missing person posters, all that shit again. They realize the night is repeating. The hourglass, which they all saw, they didn't know what the fuck it was. They're like, hey, that thing turned over, and then the lights all go out. They're like, well, that's different. So now they realize shit it's not going to be exactly the same every time. Anything can happen.
It's going to be fresh. It's good for the viewer.
So they look out the window. There's this dilapidated house just sitting across. They go, that wasn't there yesterday, and
it wasn't. You had a clear view of the yard, and that was the only house. So it's kind of cool that shit's starting to appear.
Yes, so yeah, it's like set pieces showing. I can see that. I was totally going, okay, this is probably more video game shit, but cool. What's happening? Let's see. I guess not. But
I think elements of it are, but yeah,
in the same vein as Resident Evil, I think they borrowed from the legacy and the all that stuff, the legends of it, and
but took a lot of
did their liberties. Liberties all over the fucking place. So Megan is like, she's extra sick now. Like this time, she's like, this is much worse. It's much different. She starts totally morphing out, like whatever, something got her. Like her eyes roll back and it turned to white eyes, and all the lights go out. Clover sees, she thinks her sister's going to be there. Melanie's going to be there. She's like, I know she's there. I have to go. So she goes over there, and what does she do? Oh, yeah. It kind of grabs her, like it kicks her off the porch and then drags her back into the house. Like, this is Clover, And she meets an elderly resident who possesses her, telling her that she can either survive the night or become part of it. Again, I thought that was video game verbiage.
It probably is. I mean, it's just mainly the characters dying and coming back is what really did not happen in the game, apparently, from what people are saying.
Right. That's the main, because that's the fucking whole.
That is the whole premise of this movie, though. So it's like, it makes you wonder how different was this game then. It's like, damn, because people are saying it was nothing similar.
Or if the director was even a fan, this David Sandberg.
I don't know. Apparently, one of the actors was also in the video game. I don't know who, but
I was looking at that too. But the video games is star-studded compared to this.
It actually is. I saw
it's
compared to my God, it's cheaper to do voices than live action as far as actors go, but still.
Okay, as Clover is now possessed, Abe and Nina, against Nina's will, kind of says, let's go, we got to get out. They get to the car, and they start driving into the rain, where they encounter, you see the shadow in the rain of some giant beast monster.
It's huge.
And
like
which
water
I think
tower height.
I'm thinking that's more representing that barrier kind of thing in the video game.
Like you can't go no further.
You cannot go. Yeah, so they have to turn back and get killed by another masked assailant. Then possessed, Clover kills Max before she is run over and dies herself. So they strike out again.
Yeah, everyone's dead again.
Let's see.
At this point, I'm kind of enjoying this. Like, all right, let's see how many ways these people end up fucking dying here.
And it's also this is where they just start kind of the deaths are implied. Like a lot of the times they're just waking up. Like, damn it, here we are again. Which kind of like because I couldn't get enough of the kills. I thought the kills were fantastic, just so good.
I liked them. Is this next part when they're in the bathroom? Is that?
This is like when I started going, okay, this is getting
this is just
dark,
crazy, yeah.
Dark comedy, but dude,
Yeah.
The way they did that,
it was pretty good.
This is it. Now, this third night, they realize they are in a time loop, and they only get 13 deaths before they disappear like everybody else. And so they realize we got to find a room and just stick together till dawn, and we'll be fine. We'll make it. Because if we stay alive, survive the night or become part of it, comes up a couple of times. Like, Clover passes that information along that she remembered from being possessed. But as they're in the bathroom, that's where they choose to go for this night. And the killers are walking around the house and everything. And Abe walks over and turns on the water. Megan's like, it's not going to work because when she went there the first night, the water doesn't work. It just it's shaky pipes and everything. Well, water kind of orangey comes out at first, but then
it comes out all brown, but then it works itself out.
Oh, it's a crystal clean. It's like, and he takes a big glass, and he down a hatch, dude. He drinks the whole thing. And it's like everybody in the theater took a drink of their pop from my vantage point. It was funny as fuck, dude. It just that's how.
Oh yeah, sure, it made everyone thirsty.
Everybody got
a drink of water.
And then they were like, anybody else want some? And everyone's like, yeah. So he fills the glass. They pass it around the room, and everybody drinks. And then let's see, they start putting the plan together for the night. Okay, we stay here. If anyone comes in the door, we'll work together and we'll do this. And Abe's kind of like, you could see he's getting sick. And all of a sudden, he fucking explodes like Scanners, a whole body Scanners headshot. Glorious
combustion. It was great.
At the best sound of a popping body.
It was good. Beautiful pop.
It was just so good, dude. It was so perfect. And they're like, holy shit. They're all covered in the, you know what I mean? The goop and everything. And one by one, as the cup went around the room, that's the order they go.
Yep. They all start exploding.
So they all explode viciously. Like Megan, her leg explodes first before her head explodes. It's just good. It's just very, very good.
Up.
I mean, I was laughing pretty much out loud with it, man. I was like, this is fucking great.
I was thinking, Ziggy's loving this, but I know he is.
I hope Colonel sees this just for these.
Oh, totally, yeah.
And then as Clover is just before she perishes, she sees Hill, who reveals his involvement and urges her to keep moving. A clue. And then they all wake up again, starting over the fourth night or fifth night, as it were. They start jumping nights.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in real quick.
Yeah, do it.
Got a couple of comments that Tarek just says it's Peter Stormare that played the character in the video game as well.
Ah, good.
And then we have Tanya who jumped in and said she watched Sinners and loved it. It's fucking amazing.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
I just about gave it a 10.
I shit all over the last 10 minutes of it, but I still gave it an 8.5. I mean,
look at that. The Colonel jumps in here. The gore got 2 thumbs up and a partial chub once. Nice.
Brother, I was thinking of you the whole time. I was in there going, I wish he would pop in just for a little bit for this one, but damn it.
Oh, here he is in the comments at least. I love it.
Okay, so we got the night started again. Clover vows to uncover the truth about Hill and Melanie. An argument arises between the group and Nina, who, angered by Abe's attempt to abandon them, totally hits him with the pickaxe with the intent to kill him. While Clover, Max, and Megan explore the woods. Abe and Nina get killed by the masked assailant. And she's like, him first, which was kind of funny. Then the three are attacked by Wendigos, resulting in Megan's death. Clover and Max meet Melanie, who has now turned into a full-on lycanthrope. Heartbroken, Clover tells Max to kill her so they can start the night again and learn more. So Max actually slits her throat before he gets killed himself, too, by the werewolf. Which he tries to blow it up, and it didn't work.
I have heard about that.
Yeah. The next night, they're looking for more answers. They discover that the valley had sank into the ground after a mining disaster, killing hundreds in the town. Sounds kind of familiar. And that Hill was brought in to act as a therapist to all the rest of the survivors. They find a VHS tape showing that those trapped at the center are turned into Wendigos after being killed on the 13th night. See what I'm saying? This is where it starts to get, what now? What? Huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it gets a little weird, but, it's still kind of video gamey in a way,
Sure. The group attempts to find Hill, and they go through several nights of repeatedly. This is where they quick jump murders. It's like boom, boom, boom. Dead, awake, dead, awake, dead, awake, 4 or 5 times. Various
They had like 5 days at one point.
Yeah, monsters, creatures, killers, you name it. They're getting hit by everything.
So they're fucking up just left and right. They can't get it right.
No, they can't get it. They can't even get close to getting it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like they're one step ahead with whatever pearls await them.
This is fucking door in the basement. They're just not touching this door at all. And it's clearly you got to go through this door, right? It's freaky. It's a void of darkness, but just go through the fucking door.
Big, long, foggy hallway. It's kind of sinking downwards. But yeah, they never go down this hallway.
It's in the basement. And the basement's creepy because there's windows and, a door, but it's a basement. So it's weird. But I lived in a place once that had windows in the basement, and it was fucking creepy. So,
dude, working at the University of Michigan in some of their libraries with those stacks and 150-year-old books.
Oh,
in
man.
There. I don't ever want to go back in that fucking place. Okay, so they try to find Hill, and then several nights of death and everything. We hit a flashback showing Melanie leaving Clover and their mother following an argument. And that's what's really haunting Clover about this. She awakens on their 13th night. This is it. Their bodies are showing signs of change. There's extra teeth growing. Their nails are getting long. There's just extra. You could see vertebrae in their back, kind of.
Yeah, one guy's is there something on my back? And he shows them. It's disgusting. And everybody's like, "Oh, you're fine, dude. It's all good."
Totally. Nope. Looks fine. Look good.
Oh man, I would not lie to somebody like that.
Okay, so Megan now, who is also missing, she's missing too. Ever since she got taken out by the Wendigos.
I think it's Act 3 at this point.
Yeah, we're in Act 3. The group discovers she survived a night and has followed Hill into the set of tunnels that phase aforementioned. Ready to confront Hill, the group follows Megan's trail, fending off Wendigos. The masked assailant ambushes them, and Clover splits from the others to track down Hill. After a confrontation with Melanie, where Clover is forced to kill her own sister, she finds herself at the sanatorium where Megan is trapped in a room with the Wendigo. She's strapped in a chair. The thing is chained down, but it's going to get her, It's pulling its chain out of the wall.
Right.
They actually, the other ones, they get the best of the killer, knock him down, and just absolutely hammer smash his fucking face, dude. Oh!
My mom went to the bathroom for this part, and I'm like, oh, she missed like the best kill.
Teeth, eyeballs rolling around, man. I mean, it's just in this pool of skank of this killer's head. It's so good.
It made me take a Maxine.
For a CGI head smashing, this was fucking fabulous. This was good. Okay, so
got a couple of comments here.
Yeah, let's stop here because we're getting down to the.
Colonel just says he's still at the ball field. He'll leave a score in the comments once the live ends. His movie score sounds good, brother.
Sounds fair.
Tarek laughs. He says Zach at the university basement at night, being like, "I'm drawing the line. Do not read fucking Latin to me."
I got one quick story from my nights there at the Hatcher Library South. Of course, it's the South. I'm up there, and it was me and another custodian. You know, once a week, you would wipe out the stacks. It's just a little study cube, basically. And then there's just in the middle of this, it's all the way around. It's a full double floor of stacks, and then these old ass books, anywhere from 25 to 150 years old in this place. So, obviously we were scaring the fuck out of each other all the time. So one night I hear the stairway doors open and close, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, oh yeah. So I go into the stacks, just one past the doorway coming in. So he's got to turn right or left, and he's going to walk right by me. I'm going to make him piss himself. I'm going to get him because I'm right there, dude. After like 5 minutes, I'm like, the fuck is he? And I'm thinking, damn, he doubled back. He's on to me, you know? And I hear steps and everything going the other way. So I go back, I double back. Nothing. Nobody. So I creep back. I'm being quiet the whole time. I'm holding my keys and shit so no one can hear me. All of a sudden, I hear the fucking elevator come up from the bottom floor. Dude walks off the fucking elevator, dude. So somebody was fucking up there, dude, and there wasn't nobody. We were the only ones in the building, dude. So I don't know who the hell or what the fuck that was, but left an impression, man. You're muted.
Somebody might have been fucking with you.
We were the only ones in there, and I just went, dude. I was like, come on, man. I went, you didn't come up the stairs. Where'd you go? But you just open the door and run back down and jump in the elevator. He was like, he's looking at me like I was fucking insane. Like, what are you fucking talking about, dude? Like, get out of my way. We got a vacuum, you know?
Right.
And so he was, if he was fucking with me, he never capped it. You know, we always like, I got you, know. Nope. So
Derek says somebody did it. Read the fucking Latin.
Latin, man. I tell you, they leave them books in them stacks, dude. You can't help but fucking glance down and be like, a couple of passages. You know, next thing you know, Necronomicon's open, dude. It's over with.
Tanya asked, have we played the Outlast trials? I have not.
No.
Neither have I. I don't think Crank has either. We've just been playing the Texas Chainsaw game.
I haven't.
She says she's got to go. Stay sexy.
Night. Thanks
Always.
for tuning in. Yeah, I miss gaming. I mean, if I get any time now, dude, it's I'll do a poker match. You know, on Poker Stars. That's where I'm at right now.
Yep. Patricia asks, "What is your shirt today? We need a shirt check."
Oh, shirt check. Okay, I can see it now. Ghost in the Library, man. I actually saw it.
Yes, remember the Ghost in the Library? I don't know. Oh, hang on. Let me get rid of Act 3. Sorry, fellas.
The Armies of the Night.
Man. Beautiful.
The poster. It's not horror, but we love it anyway.
I've got a Warriors right there on my wall. It's all good.
I have stuff. Like I have one of those from Screen Prints. Where he did Jason and the Warriors. Jason standing on the subway, and the Warriors are all around there going like, "What the fuck?" So, and I'll be honest, the Warriors may show up next week. Just saying.
Warriors come out to play.
Yes. Come out to play.
I wonder how that would be in fucking the Doctor's voice. Oh my god.
Dude, if we can get him like a set of beer bottles to do that with.
Oh man, I could drink some beers and make that happen. Shit.
It's like I was looking at the footage we shot last year. I have something. I mean, even a cameo from Miguel Nunez Jr. is gonna be in this little production. Has the twins. Yes. It's got both Dr. Smiley and his alter ego.
Yeah, fuck, what was his name?
The leaker? What the fuck was it? I don't remember now. Oh god, I got it written down because I was trying to piece together because of our crushed shooting schedule, I didn't get to get half the stuff I wanted, so.
Yep, he says he'll totally do that.
That'll be
yeah,
it. Well, I mean, Flappy, that's it. We need a good ID from Dr. Smiley, too. I realized this, too.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get that, too. Let's wrap up this fucking movie, though. Even though it's 1 hour in. It's like we're going to end up going to Ask Us Anything phase tonight, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Let's see. So we've got Clover finally confronts Hill, who reveals he is running the experiments, and the creatures faced are part of the manifestations of Clover's depression and fears. Clover manages to spike Hill's coffee with that lethal tap water, and he explodes. One more good pop.
Good pop.
Yep, she gets the keys and gets Megan out of there. They beat that Wendigo. And the others, that's when they kill that masked assailant, smashing his head into oblivion. It's glorious. They hit the tunnels with the Wendigos in hot pursuit. They manage to escape the tunnels just as the hourglass drops its last couple nuggets of sand. The sun rises. Now free from the time loop, the group drives away from the center.
Everybody survived, but they did not, they figured out the mystery of the sister, but, the idea of saving her had to get, tossed.
Well, she werewolfed. Yeah, she was wolf.
Yeah, she was gone.
13 days. Too late.
Yep.
Too late. By the rules.
13 days was like a year ago.
A year ago. Right. So, I mean, and by the rules of this movie, that was it. That was their main constitution. 13 days and you're out.
And I know the idea of the video game was to try to get as many of the kids to survive as possible. So this ending kind of felt like an everybody survives scenario, which is where my mom said it was kind of pointless because it's like you went in with just as many characters as you went out with, but there was so many deaths at the same time. Like, I don't know.
That's the thing, that you get away with it because of this weird fucking catch-22 that you can die as many times, 13 times at least, and see every one of them or most of them and still get out and escape and survive. So they make it okay, although a bit cliche with another ending. They cut back to the surveillance system back in Hill's office, charged to life again, and shows a change from the current setting they're in to a snowy cabin where a car pulls up, indicating that this was beginning again, a new chapter.
Another bunch of victims.
Yeah. So
Tarek says it almost sounds like that old video game Night Trap. Not entirely. I mean, definitely not as goofy.
I see what you mean.
I get it though.
Yeah, but it wasn't as, I mean, the popping when they were popping and shit. That was
that was
really fun.
It was occasionally pretty goofy.
It was dark. It's very dark, the humor and stuff. But I loved it. I mean, for that. I mean, that made it great. That made an average movie pretty good. You know what I mean? Just absolutely lifted it by having that kind of effects and reactions to it.
I agree. Well,
yep. Let's see. Well, let's talk about writing and direction.
We kind of already have a little bit. I mean, somebody asked who the director was, and I Googled it, and I lost it. But
David F. Sandberg.
David F. Sandberg.
Written by Gary Dauberman and Blair Butler.
Dauberman sounds familiar. So does Blair. Let's see here.
I'm here. I'm going to do something real quick here while you're going. Let me check this out.
Dauberman wrote Salem's Lot from last year. It Chapter 2. The Nun from 2018.
So he's a heavyweight.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's look at Blair Butler. It's not as easy to find her. Let's see. What about the IMDb?
Okay, there's absolutely nobody from the directors, producers, designers, writers had anything to do with this movie.
That's too bad. Blair Butler wrote for The Invitation in 2022.
Ah.
Hellfest, Polaroid. I haven't watched any of these. Then Sandberg. Let's see here. He's directed a lot of things. He's what? I don't know a lot of this.
Sandberg?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Lights Out. That looks familiar.
He did Shazam in 2019. That's what? Acting roles. Never mind. That's a short. Oh, you know what? He did the Lights Out, man.
Yeah, Lights Out. That's probably the most notable.
Right there, you've got credibility. If you ask me, that's all I needed to know. I would have been happy to go see this.
Oh yeah, sure. Like Night Trap being the goal to get all the kids to not die. Sure, but different like method, I guess. Certainly.
Okay, this guy's battled depression, so I mean, I see now he added a lot of that to this story, to Clover's storyline. I mean, he's talking about himself.
All right, I can understand that. Some decent hitters. Not none of the big names that are going on right now, but this is some reasonable people worked on this, but nobody from the original game.
Interesting. Budapest.
I was asking, what's Lights Out? Not from the old series, I assume. Yeah, there was like a short one. A short.
He did the short with the good one, the 5-minute one.
Yeah.
That's excellent. If you've not seen the 5-minute short, please, once you're off the air tonight, go to YouTube and enjoy.
Yeah, check it out. It's good.
You will dig it. It's fucking cool. But it's been done to death since that. They were the first one that did it like that good.
Tarek says the director Sandberg talked about why the movie is so different from the game. If they were releasing the remaster of the game around the same time, okay, it is 10 years old, so that makes sense. And that's like a 10-hour movie. I mean, the game is. It's like it takes 10 hours to get through it. So he had to tell a different story in order to kind of compress it, but maintain this, the same theme. I totally get that.
I'm okay with it because
I don't care.
Again, having never even seen it anyway, I found this to be a good watch.
Sure, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you think of the casting and the acting? Minus Clover, I wasn't very impressed.
You're right. Unfortunately, you got Ella Rubin as Clover. She's good. She plays her sister too, I think. Or
did she?
No, she didn't. That's in the game that they play both.
Okay.
Yeah. Maya Mitchell plays Melanie, her sister. Okay. You got Michael Cimino as Max, Odessa Azian as Nina, Ji Young Yu as Megan.
I liked her.
Belmont Camelli as Abe, and of course, Peter Stormare as Dr. Hill. A still photograph of Remy Malek as Josh Washington, the character from the 2015 video game, appears in Dr. Hill's office.
Oh, okay.
There's a direct connection for all you Easter egg hunters.
Yeah, that's an Easter egg, but that's cute.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I saw it and went like, well, that seems odd. Is he in this? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Nah, that makes sense.
I recognize him right away. That's the dude from it's Freddie Mercury, for fuck's sake,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, any other notes here, or do you want to just move on to
let's see here. Let's take a look at the box office here.
Yeah, let's see how this did. We never even did that for Sinners.
Okay, it was projected to gross 8 to 10. It made 3.2 on its first day and went on to go to 8 million for the weekend.
Budget was around 15 mil, it looks like. So,
They'll
or
get
wait
it.
a minute, is that for the game or the? Let me make sure.
Budget. Let me see here.
Yeah, 15 million is what I'm getting.
Oh, yep, there it is.
So yeah, that's not good.
Didn't make their money, so probably
Looks like they might even out.
probably not going to have to worry about the snowy cabin or those folks that have to go there.
Well, I'm here. I want to see how Sinners did.
Yeah,
Sinners had a budget of 90 million. Holy shit.
but it already doubled that.
I'm sure. Let's see. Box office 161 million worldwide. Nicely done. Nicely. That's how you do it. That is how you fucking do it right there.
Mass appeal, man, is if you can find that rare fucking key, it's
They really nailed it with that movie.
it's a horror movie, man.
Fuck yeah.
Well, with a strong culture fucking strokes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved rewatching that.
Oh yeah, I'll get it again. You know, I'm not gonna go see it, but
I'm getting that on Blu-ray for sure. Well,
come on.
yeah, favorite moment. I mean, pretty obvious here for you.
Yeah, the smash head
The
was
sledgehammer, man. It was so
Dude.
beautiful. I'm sad my mom missed it.
because usually when they do that shit, it's just the instead of fucking showing what they showed, you know,
Right.
and it was glorious.
I'm going to say the explosions just because it was so funny. I loved the head smash. I just don't want to repeat the same one as you.
Well, the explosions would have been if not for the head smash. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
equally as fantastic as the head smashing were the explosions, all 5 of them.
Just so entertaining. The gore and the violence is so entertaining in this movie.
Oh, it's the pop for me. It'll always be the pop. Just it's perfect. It's the perfect kind of hitting the bottom of a tin bucket, a metal bucket. Ping! You know when they pop? So good. It's perfect. It's so perfect. Fuck. Yeah. The
Beautiful.
gore, man.
Well,
Yeah.
you ready to give our final thoughts and score?
Sure.
I started last week, so I
Okay.
believe it will be your turn.
It's dumbed down, man. This isn't Mensa filmmaking here. This isn't anything you need to, you don't have to brush up on nothing. Just get your food and popcorn, get extra high if you can, whatever you do, and just sit back, man, and take it in. It's just a view, man. It's an enjoy, but it's just the right amount of the things that you probably shouldn't laugh at, but it's the way they do it. It's okay, So, raise the bar, put the bar low, put the bar really low for this, and I came out happy and reflecting on it and going, would have liked to seen a little better ending instead of the switcheroo again with the drink that kills the antagonist. But I digress. It was still well worth it. Great to see once. Can't say I'll never watch this again because I might want to check that gore out again,
Sure.
7.5 for Until Dawn. 7.5.
7.5, not bad. Yeah, you say to go in with low expectations, then this is where I feel bad for the fans of the video game, because I feel like they went in with very high expectations because they clearly loved the story from the original, and they were expecting that same quality going into this. And for what I've been hearing, it's disappointment city coming from the fans of the video game. A lot of them are pissed.
I totally get that, man.
I get it. I mean, I never liked seeing video games that I like getting slaughtered by the movies, and it happens all the fucking time, It happens to books more often. Oh, man, it happens to books all the fucking time. Oh, God, I've gotten pissed. But that's a different story for another time. Here, I didn't care so much. I don't even know if I finished Until Dawn. I didn't remember it. I didn't care to replay it before watching this movie. And like we said, the gore was fun. It was a decent ride. It feels a little pointless at the end, but that didn't bother me. It really, I have no complaints here. I feel bad for the fans of the video game, and I feel bad that they were let down so hard. But I understand that they couldn't, it was a 10-hour video game. You had to compress it somehow, and I think they did as well as they could have. I'm going to match you at a 7.5. I like that score. That feels good.
Feels right. This was the collective walking out of the theater. Everybody that played the video game and was expecting the adaptation. Sorry, wrong one. Wop wop myself for fucking pushing the wrong button.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I mean, I get that though. I understand why if the story is that gripping, and you come to see that and it's not what you wanted, like if they like to Necroscope, if they fuck Necroscope up, dude, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be mad.
That would be bad.
But
I've only read the first book, but yeah, that'd be bad. I hope they don't
that's the
fuck
best
that up.
one.
Is that
dude.
still being? I feel like that was a long time ago when that got announced.
Yeah, it's 3 years. I fucking went looking it up. They only got the rights for 1 more year, dude, and it goes back to Lumley Foundation. Lumley, executors. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they can't get it off the fucking ground. Maybe Brian Lumley dying probably didn't help.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I'm sure the Piranha Feast began to get those back.
Damn. I didn't know he died. That's too bad.
Yeah, he died like probably 6 months after they got those rights. That Glenn Henrik, the guy that was on Face Off, he's got
that had to mess things up then.
It's a shame because that one of the greatest, just the things the Necroscope does and what the Harry Keogh, does.
It's a neat book.
Huh?
It's a very.
It's different.
It's good.
You've never seen anything like this.
It is different. It has a lot of the vampire-y tropes that you see, but it's very different.
Ancient vampire tropes.
Mm-hmm. Ancient shit, yeah.
But that's what I mean. Necromancy is a whole other fucking beast when you add vampirism to it, and it's fucking great in the story.
It's a neat combination. They play with it. They play with it like crazy.
If you could really do those things, dude, I mean, can you imagine? Holy fuck.
That would be nuts.
Maybe one day we do that. We do a review of a book because this one's so fucking.
Oh, I'd be into it.
So gnarly, man.
I'd be into it.
Is and but the ending too, which we can never give away. I would never do that because it's such a good payoff. One of the best payoffs of a fucking story I've ever read. That's why I need this to be a film, but it has to be done fucking right. And they got to bring the fucking red and the guts to make it work.
Oh yeah. It's such a gory book.
It's the best. I mean, and then they get into everything. They get into the fucking werewolves. They get into shapeshifters. Everything, man, along the whole run of the stories, the books, and the Necroscope himself, like reappears. It's if you've not read Necroscope 1 at least,
check it out.
Do it. And get ready because at some point, FaZe and I are gonna do this. I think we're gonna.
Yeah, maybe we can talk. Maybe
book review,
talk Frank into reading it.
I think once he picked it up too, it'll get him.
Oh sure,
it's too good. It's too good. It's too fucking good. Lots of side plots going on, but the one thing I can tell you is the dead are lonely and they're ready to talk. That should be the tagline of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, dude. It's good stuff, man.
Good one. Crank says 7.5 for both of you. What the fuck?
Oh, he must have hated it.
What would you give it, Crank?
I'm saying 5.5 to a 6, Crank's going to think. It's dumb.
He didn't watch it. He was going to watch it yesterday, but he didn't. I don't know if he went and watched it today.
Hey, dude. It's absolutely just mindless fun.
Right, like don't take it too seriously. Like it's nonsense, but it's fun.
It's not anywhere. It's not Sinners. It's not that kind of setup. Not that kind of writing. It's not that polished.
I want to know what the fuck that is. Like, is it too high? Is it too low? Like,
He's saying that's too high.
does he care?
He's curious, probably like, or but I don't know. See, but we need Colonel's score too. We see what he says. I bet he's right in the same frame of mind. I'll bet 7.5 to a 7 for him.
Oh, he says a 5 at most. Ouch. He did take it more seriously. I was nice and stoned. I was just, I don't know, man. I was in the mood for it, I guess. Just
not even the explosions was funny to you, Crank?
I could see him wanting more out of this. Like,
oh yeah, of course there could have been.
It's mindless for sure. I mean,
it's mindless fun.
It could have been a lot smarter. Like the first half brought up a lot more than the second. Like the second half could have been a lot more like brainy, and you could say crank as fuck, but it did not go that direction.
No,
maybe the video game did.
They needed to establish more of the relationship between Clover and Melanie a lot more to make that, to drive that home, to make that hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe I'm just in a good mood because I sandwiched this movie in between Cheech and Chong and a great second viewing of Sinners. So,
hey,
no wonder I'm giving it such a high. It's two beautiful pieces of bread. So who cares what the meat's like, right? Like,
I was 100% pissed off going to this movie. I had a bad day at work. Nothing was going right the whole fucking day. So I wasn't in the greatest frame of mind for this, and it did the trick to lighten me up a bit. So the fact that it can do that when I was in the mood that I was that's
my allergies were actually fucked in this movie. I couldn't breathe too good, and until dawn.
Just really fun gore, man. That gore was really fun, and at one point, Megan turns around and her eyes are bleeding straight out, like straight up like Fulci or Horror Express kind of stuff. Think that. It looked really good. I liked that. Appreciated it.
Pranks is fair enough.
Fair enough.
Whoops. Yes, Patricia wants to fight direwolves. We're talking about it's a comic because Tarek brings this up from the Necroscope talk. He says White Wolf Games made a tabletop RPG called, I think it's Vampire Mage, pretty much combining modern day and ancient vampire lore and necromancy. So, yeah. It was brilliant and needs a movie. All I got was that lame 1990s TV show. Ooh, I'd be interested in that if it's animated 90s. I don't know. Those trivial things.
I just, when you mixing up those kind of things, that's, and again, it's like Necroscope. It was just one of those things where I could not put it down. This is one of those books I read in a couple of days, dude, and it's a fucking fat ass novel.
Looks like both Tarek and Patricia are killing dire wolves at the same time in their campaigns. How cool.
I still want to shoot that bit where we're doing Dungeons and Dragons and Tarek's the dungeon master.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It can still be shot like this with this kind of camera here. I think we could do it if we're clever. Tarek, I haven't forgot that yet, man. It's still percolating.
This first sentence I agree with 100%. I haven't read the rest of this. The cast was so cookie cutter for these times. That's how I felt about all of them, big time. The plot was too simple with no real explanation. The ending was cheesy. I was just bored throughout. The
4 was the best part.
Yeah, there's a typo there.
Yeah.
But I need more than that. I'm not sure what that would be. But I agree with everything you're saying.
The core was the best part?
Except for I don't agree that I was bored throughout. I wasn't bored throughout.
No.
That's the difference that you and I had. But that's it. I didn't care about all these flaws.
I checked my phone and there was only about 15 minutes left of it at that time. So I made it that far before I looked. I did look, though. I can't say
it wasn't 2 hours. It was only like an hour and 40. So, of course, I'm not pissy with this movie. So
yeah.
It didn't overstay its welcome. Like, what is there to hate?
Like I said, it was they were absolutely the basic.
The gore, yeah, obvious, yeah.
The 4, the gore. It's okay, I got you. But yeah, they weren't really. I don't know. Again, I thought Clover was pretty good, but I still would have needed. I wanted to feel that trauma a bit more. to connect those two like that. But probably would have had to tack in another 10 minutes of home life in there to do that. So I'm okay they didn't, because this movie is not designed for that. What you described there, it's not designed to be a story like that where, you know what I mean? This is a non-thinker. This is a go in half drunk, half cocked.
Mm-hmm. I went in stoned as fuck, and thank God. If I was taking this thing super seriously, yeah, I'd be giving it a 5 like Craig. But I knew it wasn't going to be, I'm giving it a 7.5 based on the gore and how much it made me laugh here and there. That's about it. I'm taking it super light. Without
that good gore, it would have been a 6 probably, I think. But it was that good. I have to give it a 1.5. I get into my theater, I buy my tickets online, and I take the middle seat there. It was I-10 I had. And I get there, and fucking I-11, I-12, I-8. They're like right there. And the whole fucking row is open. So I just went like, I'm looking as I get up there, and they're all sitting there. I'm like, I'm not sitting down in between all these fucking weirdos. I don't know who the fuck they are. And I'm like, what do they do? Is this the new thing? Is this the new prank? Buy seats next to somebody? I'll start buying both, man. Fuck these motherfuckers. But I walked right by and went to like 6 or something like that, because it was 5 or 6 away from them. And it's like it was okay. I mean, I don't know, there was only about 30 people in my theater, it was a real big theater. And but yeah, thought that was a bit odd going into it. I just said, hey man, I go, it's all good. If somebody kicks me out of my seat, you guys, I'm coming in. So that was that. Like I never had to move, thankfully.
It's not a good tabletop talk here, but Craig says he's saying they'll crank out 2 or 3 more of these, so maybe they'll expand on the story. He's confident there are going to be sequels. I don't know, maybe. They certainly left it very much open for one.
I would say it's going to have to hit about 30 million before.
That's the thing. It didn't
be considered.
Beat the budget. Yeah. And Tarek says, we said it till dawn felt like it was emulating video game tropes on purpose, which it totally was. It makes it dumber, but it does make him want to watch it more. Check it out, Tarek. I think you'll.
It totally feels like a number of video games. You begin that they kind of start them like movies now with credits and shit. So I mean, yeah, it feels exactly like that. So,
Grandma Phase was disappointed at 6.5.
See, I don't know her take on gore though, because the gore,
right, Paula.
The gore matters. Gotta go, Paula. Good night.
And yes, we mentioned this earlier, but happy birthday to Orlando.
We got him up at the top.
Oh,
we thanked him and happy birthday to him at the same time.
Yeah, why were you disappointed, Grandma Phase?
Are you not a gore hound like the rest of us?
I'm not quite sure. She really liked Silence of the Lambs. So
there's not much gore in that.
Yeah.
That's tension.
I don't know. She might be more into the psychological.
Right. It's a lesson in fucking tension for sure.
Yeah.
So that's probably her. It's probably her bag is the tension and the suspense. That's my take on it.
Well.
Yeah.
The comments are slowing down. Grandma Face says it seemed predictable. Yeah, I mean,
they didn't. Again, not a story-driven movie.
No, it really wasn't. Which is weird because the video game was totally story-driven.
Hours, yeah.
But it had the time to be. I mean, I don't know. It's tough to compress those super long games into short movies. I totally get that.
Well, at least to do it right anyway.
Yeah. Most of the time, just do your own story. I mean,
and just call it Until Dawn.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what they did here.
Again, though, I really do think if I had been a gamer and had played this game, I don't think I would have liked it as much.
No, definitely, especially based on the way other fans of the games are reacting, I definitely would not have liked it as much.
Hmm.
And I have thoughts. I empathize with them. I feel bad that
Yeah.
they had such a rotten experience with this movie. So perhaps my score should have been a bit lower for them, but it is what it is. You give me enough fun gore and it's a short enough movie, it's fine. You'll get a 7 out of me.
It's just dumb entertainment, but done right. When you want that kind of thing, this is how you do it.
Yeah, Mama Face says she likes psychological torture, which totally silence. Yeah.
That is the scariest fucking thing I've heard all night. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure how to kill the next 30 minutes unless we just gonna call it early.
we'll call it a little early tonight, but I honestly would have liked to have seen some more with the killers and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit more back because there was the mask dude, and there was the Wendigos and the some other like monster. There was the giant in the background, and none of them were ever really explained except for the people becoming the Wendigos. But that's it. Like,
yeah, and why would what would those big ones fucking get spawned from? That has to be
right. It's a lot, which maybe
Just a
that's where the
barrier.
sequels will come in, like Crank mentioned. Maybe that'll explain some of that. But man, I don't want to watch any more of this. Like, once we start getting the sequels, that's where the score is going to start going way down. This is not going to improve from sequels. There's no way.
They had to get it. They had to get about 50 million on this one, I think, before that would.
Yeah, they're probably barely going to break even. They're not going to be able to afford that. Unless Sony has a bunch of money laying around, they could just do it. I don't know.
DVD sales matter too, though. That kind of shit and the streams and all that. So
that's true. If it streams well and sells well, we'll see.
A lot of things got life after the theatrical release.
The fact that the video game fans did not like it, though, I don't see it having a very good life after the theater.
I think this is the biggest thorn in their side of it all. I mean, they pissed off the main fucking audience of it. The casual fans like me, you, not Crank, of course, because he hated it. But
well, Crank's more critical. I completely understand his score. And I'm curious to see what Colonel said. He says he's going to throw one up after the show.
Or after his kids' game is done.
Yeah.
Crank just said, nope, 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 nope. But yeah, man, so there you have it. Until dawn.
Until dawn.
Two of us say it's okay. One of us says, fuck no.
I mean, Colonel said he loved the gore, so he probably said it's okay too.
That sounds like it could be a 6.5 to a 7.5 then.
Yeah, I agree.
Speculation. We'll let you know on that one, I guess, once he posts it.
That'll probably be after we're off the air.
Yeah. Trying to think. So, yeah. So next week's kind of fun.
Next week's going to be a fun one. Yeah, so let me get the exact wording here because it's a bit of a wordy title. I'm going to try to compress this down for the love of fuck, but it's top 5 legacy sequels we'd love to see and how we would write them. I'd probably just leave it at we'd love to see.
Or prequels.
That's true. Prequels count too. And I was talking to him about the definition of legacy sequel last night. Well, we could be,
I think,
as long as there's good conversation happening.
Legacy is technically like 25.
He was giving me 10.
10 is okay. I was gonna say I'd be okay with a decade.
But I don't even know anything from 2015 anyway, so fuck. I have nothing more than 20 or less than 20 so far.
So far, I haven't got out of the 80s, out of the movies I'm picking. So far,
I'm struggling with mine though because I'm figuring out like all the rules and stuff that we're gonna set. But it sounds like we're gonna be pretty loose as far as rules go. Which
it's gonna be loose as fuck because I've already got some ridiculous concepts that
nice. As long as it makes for good content, good conversation, I'm all for it.
I'm totally taking that trailer. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to use that. Yeah. I'm going to write that properly, so a quick synopsis of it. But top 5? Are we going to do any honorable mentions, or is that just 8? You want to just do?
I'm not going to come up with any more than 5 myself. If you want to have some honorable mentions, I could say Crank already put a list up, but he doesn't unless he adds honorable mentions. I don't think he's going to.
I'll see what I got because
it sounds like it's be a lot of discussion, so we might not need them.
Well, if we're reading a couple of paragraphs of a synopsis and then discussing it,
I don't think we'll go that detailed, but I mean, it's gonna be 15 movies we're talking about essentially if we're each doing a top 5. So it's a
couple paragraphs, man. That's what?
Yeah, that's all right.
A few seconds per paragraph.
That's right. You talk fast.
Yeah.
I've seen you blow through a whole page in less than a minute.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right. But I'm kind of excited about this topic because there's, this shit, a lot of these, I've already had thoughts for 30, 35 years on some of them, 40. Had ideas where I would go with that exact thing, a sequel or a legacy sequel, as it were. So a decade is good. I like that.
Yeah. Alex pops in, says, hey, better late than never.
Welcome, sir. Good. Welcome. God damn it. Welcome.
Doesn't matter when we get here. We love it when you get here.
Yeah, dude. Anytime.
Low viewer count today. This movie did not interest a lot of people, I guess. It sounds like some people are busy too.
A lot of people hated it. Some people
thought
it. Yeah. But hey, me and FaZe gave it a 7.5. Crank gave it like a 5.
Just don't take it seriously. Go in for the gore. It's not that long.
It's the best gore of the year so far.
What? I mean, I suppose that I'm trying to think of what else there has been, but
so far
solid. I'll have to think about that. That feels like a bold statement, though.
Well, I mean, just saying this, they don't pull away on most of the kills.
That's true.
The ones where they show it, they show it. So I don't know. I dug it, man. It was worth the watch. You should, if you want to be entertained, you will if you watch this. Unless you're one of those crank as fuck people, then you might not like it as much. And if you're not a gorehead, you might not like it as much.
But yes, those of you in the chat, get your lists ready for what legacy sequels you would like to see. And it doesn't have to be 5.
Take your favorite horror movie or 2 and go ahead. Come up with a concept. Where it went. Where do you
need to come up with a concept? You just want to list off some movies you'd like to see, just whatever. Just come chat with us.
You can come with titles and say, yeah, what? Give it a title, say, I don't know, whatever, part 2, and then give it a tagline. You can do it that simple too if you want to keep it. Just keep it low, I'm not. I have, like I said, I wrote a couple paragraphs.
I've got ideas for my stuff that I'll go into, but
I'm gonna set them up, for shit like you make you want to go see it. That's what the goal is for me. So
my top 2 are at least like that. I have a couple of loose entries that may or may not stay on as I formulate this list. I still have a whole week to make it, so we'll see.
I think 1 will be obvious. Maybe 2, maybe 3 of them will be very, very obvious. Very obvious.
One of mine is duh. I mean, everyone's expecting it. Another one I refuse to touch.
Really? That's fascinating.
I don't want to. I don't think it needs it. I think it's perfect the way it is. It doesn't need no legacy sequel or nothing.
I don't know. I can imagine it has to be one of your top.
I'm talking about The Thing.
Yeah. Thing. Okay. Well, yeah. But
I can't come up with anything for that. It's so wonderful. I would just repeat it with modern technology. But it would never be as good. It would never have the same charm.
It's kind of been done already too.
That's true.
That one. But I still think you could take McCready and Childs and pick it up right there, or if you wanted to wait 10 years, maybe they're quarantined from the world.
Oh, Lord. I mean, if you want to go
hey, dude, I'm just saying.
There's no good direction, is all I'm saying. Like,
it's not going to never be as good as what that fucking film
never.
is. Because you can't.
I don't want to touch it.
You don't get
It's
claustrophobia.
it's the untouchable in my head, like many movies are for you. You know, I think the the remake we can't talk about, amongst others.
Oh, well, I got a couple of mine. I'm excited to, I'm going to have to limit myself to keep them brief. Okay, that's how.
Oh, I mean, we'll see how the time goes, of course.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck. I think Crank mentioned coming in for that one. So.
Sure.
Yeah. So there'll be 3 of us, but I still think 15 movies isn't shit. It's going to be no more than giving our thoughts on the movies we pick for other lists of years and stuff. Honestly,
that's true.
That's
a good point.
Yeah. But definitely, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be fun, and I expect you kiddos out there to come at us with some stuff that makes us go, yeah!
Yeah, man. Surprise us. Give us your ideas.
I have such inspiration around me.
I'm not saying that as a right. I'm not going to steal anybody's ideas here. We're not pulling here. This is for fun.
We could have the same movies.
I mean, I'm talking about like people in the comments. Like the 3 of us, like we're going to try not to have any like doubles and franchises. That's kind of the idea.
I think that just the opposite. If we both had the same movie, could be just absolutely fascinating to see how differently they were approached.
I wonder if we're going to anyway, but we'll see. Crank, I don't think so. Looking at his list, he went pretty obscure.
Well, I'm going to go, like I said, a couple of them are going to be very obvious. I mean,
all right.
Sorry. That's who I am.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, man.
That's right. I'm giving you my favorites. God damn it. And you're getting some Fulci. You're getting some everything. Don't worry.
Well, I think we hyped the next episode enough.
That's pretty good. It's going to be fun. I know it's going to be one of those shows that's like, hopefully be remembered because, we're due for a good one like that.
Yeah.
All right. And there you have it. Until Dawn, done and put to bed.
Another one done.
The big preview for next week, done and put to bed. And now we put to bed the show and honor the final guys and girls of the Death Curse Society. Christy, C. Faze, Lorena, BT, Alex, Robert and Tyrone, the Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Morgan Crypt Horror, Raymond, and the Whole Damn Enchilada podcast Thursdays on the same airwaves, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See y'all there. Hopefully, got a couple more weeks of heavy work, and I should be back able to catch those again. Looking forward to it because I miss those fucking guys, man. And of course, the camp counselors: Adam, Corey, Christy, Luke, Lou, Jimmy, and Rachel, Stacy, Lynn, Orlando. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Orlando! And
Happy
of course,
birthday, brother.
Shuck.
Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, and JJ. Yeah. You want to join yourself, you know what to do. DeathCurseSociety.com. Find the tier that fits your level and reap the rewards and benefits. And boy, you get your hands on that kick-ass t-shirt that just dropped. Awesome. Big thanks, and thank you for saving medical supplies so no one got their ass beat in the chat tonight. They did not have to Bruce Lee anybody. No nunchucks, no knives, no stars. It's all good. Thank you. And thank you, Faze, for all the hard work, dude, and being the fourth dude. We couldn't do it without you, man. That's a fact. Maybe we could, but wouldn't be as good.
I mean, yeah, the solo shows would be interesting, but
The solo
it's okay.
shows, yeah, man.
You could handle it.
It's a lot of talking just all at once. I mean, back in the radio days, we talked for 2 minutes, if that, a minute and a half, set up a song.
Oh,
and then
sure.
You sit there for 25 minutes and don't say a fucking word. Different. This is better.
Totally.
So you got it, man. Next week, we do the nasty on the legacy sequels and prequels and, something different. Because that's what we like to do. We like to keep changing it up, man. As Roddy Piper once said, just when you figure out the questions, just when you figure out the answers, we change the questions. Very tired tonight. Sorry, Rod. All right. We already thanked everybody. FaZe, take us out, man.
Yep, folks, just gonna remind you one last time. Don't forget our Mother's Day sale, 20% off of anything in our store. Sale ends May 11th on Mother's Day. So don't miss your opportunity to get a gift for your mother or just for yourself. You know, we're not judging you. You can do whatever.
Discount too, man.
And of course, for the Colonel, don't get sick, wash your dick. Don't smell like a Scuba Steve. Use Summer's Eve. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much. Love you. Thanks for all the support. And, man, for the Crank, for the Colonel, for the FaZe, I'm Zigzag saying lick Jenny Penn's asshole. We'll see you next week. DCS out. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
We're here at Morgan Crypt here in New Mexico, wrapping up on Sunday. Everybody's represented here. You know that one guy from Friday the 13th, Part 5? What the hell was his name? Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
My name is Miguel Nunez. That's me, guys. You guys are listening. Look at this. The Death Curse Society. Death Curse Society. Listen to me. This is the best podcast. This is the one I listen to. This is the one everybody in Hollywood listen to. All my horror movie fans listen to. And guess what? I'm going to be coming on there. Bam!